The opening monologue. The movie opens in stark black and white, with slow-motion shots of Vernita Green's death replaying. The knife, the cereal box, the young girl's face frozen in horror. Now, that little girl, Nikki Bell, mid-20s, narrates. She killed my mother in front of me and told me to come find her when I was ready. Her calm voice drips with quiet rage. We see flashes of Nikki's training, blood, sweat, scars, and the glint of a blade under moonlight. Then, in a jarring transition, the screen bleeds red as the title Kill Bill. Volume 3. The bloodline slashes across the frame. Cue a new Ennio Morricone-inspired score, blending with Tarantino's retro aesthetic. Segment 2. The Deserted Bride. Years later, Beatrix Kiddo lives under a false identity, Arlene Machiavelli, in a quiet Mexican town near the border. Her daughter, BB, 19, is beautiful and disciplined, trained in meditation and martial arts, but ignorant of the full truth about her mother's past. Beatrix runs a small flower shop, symbolic of peace, yet every night she dreams of the people she killed. Oren, Bud, Elle, Bill, Vernita. She's not the roaring assassin anymore. She's a haunted mother trying to outrun her sins. While shopping in a marketplace, Beatrix senses someone following her. Moments later, chaos erupts. A masked killer attacks her with throwing knives. They fight viciously in the middle of the crowd. Beatrix kills the attacker with a broken bottle, fast, efficient, merciless. But when she checks the body, she finds a gold and black medallion engraved with NB. Her blood runs cold. Nikki Bell. She knows the past has finally found her. Segment 4. The Call to War. Realizing she's being hunted, Beatrix contacts Sophie Fatale, now running Bill's remnants of the underworld from a Tokyo penthouse. Sophie, her once beautiful face still marred from Volume 1, warns her. She's not alone. Someone trained her, someone who hates you more than death itself. Beatrix learns that Elle Driver, blind but alive, has returned from the shadows and is mentoring Nikki for vengeance. The bloodline of killers begins to stir once more. Cut to flashbacks. Elle Driver lives in a remote, decaying mansion, wearing a silk blindfold embroidered with red dragons. She teaches Nikki swordsmanship, poison crafting, and psychological warfare. Nikki is relentless. Her hatred burns hotter with every strike. In one brutal test, Elle commands Nikki to kill a man begging for his life, saying, "Mercy is a disease. Cure yourself." Nikki does it, a single slash. Her initiation is complete. Segment 6. The Last List. At night, Beatrix digs through a buried box and finds her old Death List 5 notebook. The names crossed out: Oren Ishii, Vernita Green, Bud, Elle Driver, Bill, stare back like ghosts. She flips the page and writes 2 new names. 1. Nikki Bell. 2. Elle Driver. She stares at the list for a long time, her hand trembling, whispering, "No more lists, no more death." But she knows the fight is coming. Beatrix tracks Elle to an abandoned desert motel. Inside, it's dark, cluttered, full of rusted swords and snakes. A violent, claustrophobic battle erupts between them. Elle relying on sound and instinct, Beatrix on precision and experience. They destroy the place. Finally, Beatrix impales Elle through her chest with a broom handle. No sword, just raw rage. Elle gasps. She's better than you ever were. Then dies, laughing, blood on her teeth. Meanwhile, BB secretly follows her mother's trail to Japan. She has been corresponding online with a mysterious woman, revealed to be Nikki. The two meet under neon lights in a Tokyo nightclub. They talk about fate, revenge, and loss, neither revealing their full identity. The scene crackles with unspoken recognition. They part ways with a promise. We'll see each other again soon. Beatrix travels to Okinawa, searching for Hanzo's last apprentice, Takashi Hanzo, the old master's nephew. Takashi has become a pacifist monk, running a small temple. Beatrix begs him for a weapon. He refuses at first, saying, "A Hanzo blade ends life, not the cycle." But after seeing her sincerity, he gives her the final sword forged by Hattori Hanzo before his death. This blade is the last. Make sure it kills the past. Beatrix bows in silence, tears in her eyes. Segment 10. The Reunion. Beatrix returns to Tokyo and reunites with BB. They share dinner in a small ramen bar. It's warm, peaceful, but Beatrix can feel something is off. BB asks, "Did you ever regret killing her?" Beatrix answers softly, "Every night." The moment is hauntingly still, both women knowing the storm is near. Segment 11. Nikki's revenge begins. Nikki begins her bloody campaign. She hunts down everyone who ever helped Beatrix escape. Corrupt cops, old mercenaries, and even Sophie Fatale. In a brutal montage, Nikki kills Sophie by slashing her throat in her penthouse, then sends the footage to Beatrix. The video ends with Nikki whispering, "Now you know how it feels to lose everything." Beatrix finally locates Nikki in a ruined Japanese temple during a thunderstorm. The atmosphere is cinematic. Cherry blossoms falling like rain, thunder rolling. Their duel is one of Tarantino's most elegant sequences, a deadly ballet of emotion and rage. Nikki fights with precision and passion, Beatrix with weary skill. When Beatrix gains the upper hand, she stops her blade an inch from Nikki's throat. Nikki whispers, "Do it. Finish what you started." But Beatrix hesitates, and Nikki spares her in return. "You took my mother. I took your piece. We're even." As they lower their weapons, BB appears, watching. Consumed by fear and anger, she attacks Nikki, stabbing her in the side. Beatrix screams, rushing to stop her daughter. It's chaos. BB yells, "She would have killed you." Beatrix, trembling with guilt, realizes the curse of vengeance has passed to her child. Nikki, bleeding, escapes into the night. Beatrix drags BB back to safety. They argue, mother and daughter, warrior and child. BB cries, "You taught me to fight." Beatrix answers, "I taught you to survive, not destroy." The emotional intensity mirrors Beatrix and Bill's final conversation for Volume 2. Calm words masking immense pain. Segment 15. The Mother's Choice. Beatrix takes BB into the desert. They dig a hole and bury the Hanzo sword, her way of ending the cycle. No more blood. No more lists. BB breaks down crying, realizing what her mother has become, a woman desperate for peace. The scene ends with Beatrix embracing her daughter as the sun sets over the desert. Beatrix returns to her small town, weaker, older, but finally at peace. She tends her garden again. Then, unseen, we see Nikki in the distance, watching her, still alive but changed. Her eyes no longer burn with hate, just sorrow. The camera lingers on her face as she whispers, "I understand now." Months later, Beatrix has disappeared, presumed dead. BB now runs a self-defense school in Mexico, teaching children how not to fight. One evening, a new student arrives, a young woman in a black kimono carrying a sword wrapped in cloth. It's Nikki. They stare at each other. No dialogue, just silence. Tarantino's camera circles them slowly as a breeze rustles through the courtyard. At dawn, Nikki and BB face each other in the courtyard. The sun rises, casting gold over the sand. They draw swords in unison. The fight is fluid, poetic, almost mournful. Two women fighting not for vengeance, but destiny. The scene ends mid-strike, a flash of white, leaving the outcome ambiguous. Over the white screen, we hear Beatrix's voice in a soft monologue. Revenge is a river. It never stops flowing, it only changes course. I drank from it too long and lost myself in its current. I can only hope my daughter learns to find a shore. A sword sheathes. Silence. The film fades into color, a wide shot of the desert at sunrise. A lone sword stands planted in the sand with a yellow ribbon tied to its hilt, fluttering in the breeze. A small figure, maybe BB, maybe Nikki, walks away into the horizon. The screen fades to black as Morricone's melancholic theme plays. Text fades in. The circle is never broken. End credits roll in Tarantino's signature grindhouse style.